Erodz Customs. We got a little special treat for you today. We finally got the Bel Air on the road. We're going to take it out for a little test drive. We've drove it only a couple miles so far, so anything could happen right now. We're going to try it out. We got it tuned in. Carl, our friend at CJ Tunes, tuned us in for a real mild tune, and we're just going to start at 10 pounds of boost, work our way up from there. We're just going to take it out for a test drive, put some miles on it, and we also have another special little treat for you. Got a friend of mine with me. This is John Wheeler right here, and he has got a Sunbeam that he built, and it's a really cool car. And let's just go take a little walkthrough about it, and you guys can check this thing out and see how cool this thing really is.
It's a 61 Sunbeam. I widened it 6 inches. I made pretty much all this down here. The trim, the bezels, the front end got lengthened 3 inches. So it's all made. Made a lot of stuff. Need to make the door handle. Made the entire dash. Did all the wood. The full console. Made that too. Got some tuning stuff in here to play with. Boost controller, ECU, air fuel gauge. You can change the fuel air ratio on the fly. Nitrous controller stuff. It accepts the iPhone, which is kind of cool. There's so many things that have been made on this car. Had to make the taillights because I didn't like the other ones. Made the bezels. I had to make a mold to make the taillights. These are from scratch. Got a little bit of nitrous oxide too, which I haven't used because I don't think I really need to use it yet. Maybe someday I'll turn that on.
This is really cool. Let them take you through some of this stuff, tell you what it's all about.
Well, it's a Z-Tech. It's a 2-liter, and last year I blew the same motor up, but the same type of motor. So this spring I built this one up a lot stronger. It's got crawler rods. It's got a new crank. It's got some really giant billet mains, custom-made JE pistons, crawler cams. Had to make the exhaust manifold and the intake manifold. All the piping, did that, made the radiator, made this. This is actually a condenser for the crankcase gases. Condenses them back into a liquid so they don't go into my intercooler core. It has a water to air intercooler core. The intercooler core is actually underneath the cowl here. It's very big. Keeps the air cool when it gets compressed. You don't want that hot charge, otherwise it'll ignite before top dead center. You don't really want that. It's a loss of power then.
This is direct port nitrous oxide system. Have that too. Everything in here is custom made, one-off fab stuff that most people would not even catch on to at all. The whole car was cut in half, lengthwise, widened out. Something that most people would not even notice because it's done so well. And
yeah, even it's channeled 2 inches too. That's why it gets this ride like it does. So to keep the entire amount of travel in the suspension, I channeled it 2 inches. So it has the same stock travel. Instead of just compressing the springs or getting springs that are shorter than they should be, your best bet is to channel. So then you gotta, get some travel. And in the back, it's got a 10-volt Chevy. I had to make the gas tank too. You probably saw that underneath the amplifier. Roll bar, made that. I didn't make the mirrors. Some guy in Berlin made those. They're usually on SL Mercedes. They're pretty nice. I wanted something smaller but period looking. Even the windshield. 88 Audi 5000 windshield. It's got a Modellita steering wheel. That's from England. This is usually a front-wheel drive engine too, by the way. They put these in Ford Focuses from 89 to 2003. And in England and Europe, they'll use this motor this way, transversely. So then I had to get the bell housing and the tranny to make it to drive the rear wheels instead.
So what do you say? You guys want to go for a spin and take a little road trip? And we're going to do a little play-in, a little tune-in, and see if we can make it back without breaking down.
Make it back without breaking down.
front air lines just blew out on it. Now it's sitting right on the ground and we're stuck. Alright, there's the culprit of our breakdown right there. Freaking 10 cents worth of line right there. Air line going to the front airbags. They were up against the transmission lines, and the transmission lines got hot enough to melt them. So there's the problem right there. Easy fix anyway. So we're gonna head home now and try to get this thing back on the road again, and hopefully it won't break down next time you see it. Airline for the front. We don't have any tail lights on. We just got it fired back up again. Alright. Maybe it's pushing along or what? No. John had his car pulled up right here when we were working on it. I think we're good here. Yep. We'll go home now. Alright. Hey, I hope you guys had as fun with that test drive as we did. That was pretty interesting. A lot of fun. John Wheeler's car really kicks butt. I really love that car. He's got thousands of hours into that thing. The craftsmanship is just unbelievable. It's not done by any means yet. Still got a lot of work to do to it, but really cool. And ours here is work in progress also. So obviously we have some issues to work out with the tranny lines. We have to also the transmission cooler where we put it. Apparently with the bump stops out and whatever else we did, we lowered it down quite a bit more. The tranny cooler is not in an ideal location. Apparently it doesn't really move very well with it sitting on the ground. So, and keep in mind, this is a stock short block LS motor, stock piston, stock rod, stock crank, sitting at 10 pounds of boost on a pretty conservative tune right now. Our friend at CJ Tunes, Carl, is just awesome at tuning these things in. If you ever need any tuning done on these LS motors, he's your guy. He's going to come back out again, and we're going to do some more tuning, some more dialing this thing in. And we should be, right now we're at 10 pounds of boost. See what this thing's got at about 15 pounds of boost. And still pump gas, and then we might switch it over to E85 and see where it goes from there. And I hope you guys enjoyed that as much as we did. I think that was a lot of fun. We're going to try for some more adventures, and you can follow us along, and hopefully you guys like it as much as we do.